Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Saniksha Adnani. I post tutorials here once a week, sometimes twice a week. And in today's look, I'm going to show you how I created this look using the Naughty Nude palette. The highlight of this look is the purple liner that I added. Totally love it. It's so beautiful, it's so pretty, adds so much glam to the look. And now without wasting any more time, let's get started. So let's get started. I'm gonna start with my NARS eyeshadow primer. Totally love this primer. You guys know I've been using it since so long now. Love this primer. Just adding this all over my eyelid, and because my nails are long, I'm just gonna spread it with a brush and not my fingertips. But if you guys find it easy to do it with your fingertips, go ahead and do it. But just remember, don't add a lot of pressure when blending. Just gently spread it all over your eyelid, all the way till the brow bone. This primer will make sure that your eyeshadow pops and it will stay all night long. I'm gonna take this color Juicy. This is the Zoeva brush in 227, and I'm adding this color onto my higher crease, like my upper crease, and then I'm going as high as the brow bone when I'm blending it out. I think this is my 1 millionth look using this palette. Love this palette so much. Just going back and forth. Remember to hold your brush towards the end and not like a pencil, because we don't want the color to be really dark. Blending is easier when you hold the pencil towards the end. Next, I'm going to take the color Naughty. I'm adding this color to the crease too, but just a little below the previous shade. Just going to add one more layer to darken it a bit more. Just make sure the edges are blended. Next, I'm taking the shade Spicy, and I'm going to add this to the outer corner, and I'm going to darken it. So right now I'm just placing the color. Once when there's no color left on the brush, then I'll blend it out. I'll blend it into the crease, and I'll even take it out to make my eyes look elongated. I've taken one more layer, so I'll do the same thing again. I'll first place the color, and when there's nothing left on the brush, I'm gonna blend out the edges and into the crease and towards the outer corner. Next, I'm gonna cut the crease using the same NARS primer. I'm gonna saturate the brush really well. I'm gonna start adding the primer all over my lid. I'll follow the same dome shape. I want the edges to be blended, so I'll not keep it very dark towards the end. The reason why I'm doing it with a primer and not concealer, because I want the edges to look a little blended and not like a sharp line. Next, I'm taking the color Filthy on a flat shader brush, and I'm gonna add this wherever I added the primer, where I did the cut crease. This is such a pretty matte shade. I could just wear this all over my eyelid also, and I'll be happy. Just add it all over the eyelid till the end of the dark brown. I'm again taking the color Spicy and adding it where the shade Filthy meets the shade Spicy. Just making sure they both are blended. Don't worry if they don't blend really well, because in the next step I'm gonna add some glitter shade to hide all the non-blended area. Next, I'm gonna take the shade Provocative on the Huda Beauty rubbery brush, and I'm gonna add this just where the Filthy color meets the spicy brown color. I'm gonna try it with the sponge. Okay, yeah, it's better with the sponge. You don't have to buy the Huda Beauty sponge brush. These sponge brushes are so easily available even in the supermarket, and they'll do the same job. I'm just blending out the edges by going a little further inside. Love this color. This is such a beautiful glittery color. Next, I'm taking the Urban Decay purple eyeliner, and I'm gonna line my lid. Yeah, I know I shouldn't be stretching my eyes, but I really want to get into the skin so that the color pops. I hope the camera is picking up this purple eyeliner. Looks so beautiful. To make the eyeliner pop a little bit more, I'm going to add some purple eyeshadow. This is from the Urban Decay palette. You can take any purple that you want to. Just want it to pop a little bit. I really hope the camera is picking up this eyeliner. It is so pretty. I went ahead and wore my lenses, and now I'm going to do my face makeup. I'm going to start with the Hourglass primer. Just adding this primer all over my face. Just remember not to overblend the primer. Any face primer shouldn't be over blended. It should be like a layer on your face. It's not a skincare product. It's a primer for your foundation. So don't massage it into your skin. Just layer it. And now whatever is left, I'm adding to my neck. Next, I'm adding the new Huda Beauty foundation. This is in the shade Macchiato. Just add it all over my face, my neck, my nose, my forehead. So for concealer, I'm gonna add the Huda Beauty Concealer in 18 and Granola. I'm using a brush to add the concealer under eye. And then I'm using the Fenty Beauty Sponge to blend. I'm adding some concealer on the bridge of my nose and the forehead, my upper lip and the chin. Next, I'm setting all the areas wherever I added concealer with some Fenty Beauty powder. This one is in the shade Banana Bread. So basically under eye, then on the forehead, the bridge of my nose, upper lip, chin. Then I'm using a large fluffy brush and adding this all over my face, my forehead, my cheeks. Don't forget the neck. Next, I'm gonna add the Fenty Beauty bronzer. This one is in the shade Island Ting. I'm just gonna add this right above my cheekbone. So try to hold the brush towards the end so blending gets easier. And then I'm gonna do my jawline. Just going back and forth. Next, I'm gonna add the Dior contouring powder. I'm taking the darkest shade and then adding it right about the cheekbone. So I don't like to go directly with the darker color because then blending gets difficult. Just remember to hold the brush towards the end and build it up in layers. Don't take a lot of color at one go because then blending gets a bit difficult if you take a lot of color at one go. Next, I'm gonna add the same shade on my jawline all the way from the bottom of the ear till my double chin. Next, I'm gonna add the MAC highlight. This one is from the Aladin collection. I don't think it's available anymore, but it's a very common color. You'll still find a similar shade. So I'm adding this shade right above the contouring. Just adding one more layer. And then I'm adding the same shade on the bridge of my nose. This will make my nose look snatched. Then on the upper lip and my chin. And I'm taking the small Morphe brush and I'm going to take the lighter color from the Dior palette, the Dior contouring palette, and then add the contouring shade right next to the highlight, like one over here and one line over here. Just going back and forth. Again, remember to hold the brush towards the end. Next, I'm going to add the MAC blush. This one is in Pinch Me, Smile. And add some color on the highest point of your cheekbone and take it inside the the contouring. Now to complete the eye look, I'm going to do the same thing what I did on the top eyelid. I'll first take the color Juicy and I'm just going to blend it out on my lower lash line and make sure to join the top. Just going back and forth and just making sure the corners are meeting. Next, I'm going to take the color Spicy on the flat shader brush and I'm going to line my lower lash line as close to the waterline as possible. Just go back and forth and blend out the edges. Next, I'm going to take the shade Naughty on the same small Morphe brush. This is the M506 brush. I love this brush. I don't think I can live without this brush. Blending out the edges of the previous color. Just make sure you join the corners too. Next, I'm going to line my waterline with the Urban Decay Kajal. I'm just adding some eyeshadow, the purple eyeshadow, on top of the kajal pencil so it doesn't smudge. And that's the final look that I created using the Naughty Nude palette. I have so many looks that I've created in the past and I'll list them down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and before you leave, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you soon in my next tutorial. Bye for now.